Have you ever wondered why it's so hard to lose those extra pounds and keep them off? Well, you're not alone in this weight loss challenge, folks. Across the globe, millions are wrestling with the same problem, trying to find that magic formula to melt away the pounds and keep them from sneaking back on. From the South Beach diet to the Atkins, from juice cleanses to paleo, the world is flooded with diet fads. Some swear by their effectiveness, while others find them too restrictive or difficult to maintain. And let's not forget the extreme exercise routines. High-intensity interval training, CrossFit, marathon running, you name it. While these might work for some, they can be daunting, to say the least. And not everyone has the time, energy, or physical ability to keep them up. Then there's the constant battle with the scale, the discouragement when it doesn't budge, or worse, creeps up. The confusion when you've been good all week but see no results. The frustration when you lose weight only to gain it all back, and sometimes even more. It's enough to make anyone want to throw in the towel. But what if I told you that there might be a simpler, more effective way to lose weight and maintain it? A method that doesn't involve counting every calorie or spending hours at the gym. A method that might just change the way you look at food and health forever. Would you be interested? Well, stick around because we're about to dive into the world of intermittent fasting, a unique approach to weight loss that could revolutionize your journey to a healthier you. Imagine a world where you can lose weight without counting calories or spending hours at the gym. Welcome to the realm of intermittent fasting, a lifestyle choice that's making waves in the wellness industry. Now, before you start envisioning days of starvation and deprivation, let's clear something up. Intermittent fasting is not a diet in the traditional sense. It doesn't dictate what you should eat, but rather, when you should eat. It's about creating an eating pattern that works best for you and your body. There's a smorgasbord of methods to choose from, each with its own unique rhythm. One popular approach is the 16-8 method. This involves fasting every day for 16 hours and restricting your eating to an 8-hour window. Imagine finishing dinner at 8 o'clock in the evening, then not eating until noon the next day. Then we have the 502 diet, where you eat normally for 5 days of the week and restrict your caloric intake to about 500 to 600 calories for the other 2 days. And then there's the alternate day fasting method, where, you guessed it, you alternate between days of eating and days of fasting. Each of these methods has its own flair, its own rhythm. You might be thinking, surely this sounds too good to be true? Well, the science behind it is fascinating, and we'll get to that in a bit. But for now, just imagine a world where weight loss doesn't mean constant calorie counting or grueling gym sessions. A world where you can enjoy your food without the guilt and still achieve your weight loss goals. Intrigued yet? Let's delve deeper into how this works. You might be thinking, how can simply changing when I eat help me lose weight? Well, let's delve into the captivating world of biology and see how intermittent fasting works its magic. First off, it's important to understand that intermittent fasting isn't about starving yourself. It's about shifting the times when you eat and when you don't. This eating pattern triggers some fascinating biological changes in your body. You see, when you eat, your body spends a few hours processing the food, burning what it can from what you've just consumed. During this process, your body is in a fed state and finds it difficult to burn fat as insulin levels are high. However, if you don't eat for a while, things start to change. Your body enters a state of fasting and insulin levels drop. This decrease in insulin levels prompts your cells to release stored glucose as energy. Repeating this process by eating and fasting at certain intervals helps to lower your overall insulin levels and kickstarts your body into burning fat. But wait, there's more. Intermittent fasting also affects your nervous system and the levels of certain hormones in your body. For example, it increases the release of the fat-burning hormone norepinephrine and the human growth hormone, both of which aid in weight loss. Now you might be wondering, is this increase in fat burning just a short-term effect? Well, while it's true that short-term fasting increases your metabolic rate by 3.6 to 14%, helping you burn even more calories, the long-term effects are still a topic of research. But think about it. If you're eating fewer meals, you're likely to consume fewer calories overall. Plus, the hormonal changes can boost metabolism, increase fat burning, and save you from the clutches of those pesky cravings. Sounds too good to be true? Let's look at what the research says. Now let's talk facts. What does the research say about intermittent fasting and weight loss? Well, according to a plethora of scientific studies, intermittent fasting has proven to be an effective strategy for weight loss. It's not some fly-by-night fad, but a scientifically backed method that can help shed those stubborn pounds. Let's dive a little deeper, shall we? In one study, participants who followed an intermittent fasting routine for 8 weeks lost about 3 to 8% of their total body weight. Now, that's quite impressive, isn't it? But it's not just about the weight loss. Intermittent fasting is also associated with a reduction in insulin resistance, lowering the risk of type 2 diabetes. In fact, some studies suggest that it can lead to drastic improvements in insulin sensitivity, which is great news for anyone with blood sugar concerns. But like any good thing, intermittent fasting comes with its own set of challenges. It requires commitment and discipline. You're essentially training your body to function optimally within a new eating pattern, and that can take some time to get used to. There are several methods of intermittent fasting, each with its own benefits and challenges. You've got the 16-8 method, the 5-2 diet, eat, stop, eat, alternate day fasting, and the warrior diet. Each method has its unique approach and may suit different individuals based on their lifestyle and health goals. For instance, the 16-8 method involves fasting every day for 14 to 16 hours and fitting all your meals within an 8 to 10 hour window. On the other hand, the 5-2 diet involves eating normally for 5 days of the week, but restricting calories to 500 to 600 on 2 non-consecutive days. In essence, the right method for you is the one that you can stick with and that fits into your lifestyle. But is intermittent fasting for everyone? Before you jump on the intermittent fasting bandwagon, let's consider who it's best suited for. Intermittent fasting, like any lifestyle change, isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It can be a powerful tool, but it's not the silver bullet for everyone's health or weight loss goals. Let's take a look at who might benefit from it and who should think twice. First off, if you're someone who's seeking to lose weight in a structured yet flexible manner, intermittent fasting could be a good fit. It doesn't dictate what foods you eat, but rather when you eat. This can be a game changer for those who struggle with restrictive diets. Next, if you're keen on improving your metabolic health, intermittent fasting might be worth considering. It can help reduce insulin resistance, lower blood sugar levels, and potentially even benefit your heart health. But remember, it's not a magic pill. It works best in conjunction with regular exercise and a balanced diet. Now let's talk about who should proceed with caution or avoid intermittent fasting altogether. If you're pregnant, trying to conceive, or breastfeeding, it's best to prioritize a consistent, nutrient-dense diet. Also, those with a history of eating disorders should steer clear, as it could potentially trigger harmful behaviors. Furthermore, if you're under 18 or have certain medical conditions, such as diabetes or low blood pressure, you should consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new eating plan. And lastly, if you're someone who gets cranky when you're hungry, or if your work or lifestyle requires optimal cognitive function or intense physical activity throughout the day, you might want to reconsider. In conclusion, intermittent fasting isn't for everyone. It's a tool that can be incredibly beneficial for some, but not suitable for others. It's crucial to listen to your body and consider your personal circumstances before diving in. So are you ready to give intermittent fasting a try? If you're considering intermittent fasting, here are some tips to help you succeed. First off, choosing the right method is essential. There are several types of intermittent fasting, from the 16-8 method, where you eat within an 8-hour window and fast for the remaining 16, to the 5-2 diet, where you eat normally for 5 days and restrict your calories for 2. Some prefer the simplicity of eat, stop, eat, which involves a full 24-hour fast once or twice a week, while others opt for the warrior diet, fasting during the day and feasting at night. The key is to find a method that fits your lifestyle and preferences. Next, hydration is crucial. During your fasting periods, you may not be eating, but that doesn't mean you should stop drinking. Water, black coffee, and tea can all be consumed during your fast, keeping you hydrated and helping to stave off hunger pangs. Now, let's talk about listening to your body. Intermittent fasting is not a one-size-fits-all solution, and it's important to pay attention to how your body responds. If you're feeling dizzy, weak, or overly hungry, it may be a sign that you need to adjust your fasting plan. It's not about pushing your body to its limits. It's about finding a balance that promotes overall health and sustainable weight loss. Lastly, before starting any new diet plan, including intermittent fasting, it's a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional. They can provide guidance based on your specific health needs and goals, ensuring that your approach to fasting is safe and effective. Remember, it's about finding what works best for you. Intermittent fasting can be a powerful tool for weight loss, but like any tool, it's most effective when used correctly. So take your time, do your research, and start your intermittent fasting journey with confidence. Now that you know about intermittent fasting, what's stopping you from trying it out? We've taken quite the journey through the ins and outs of intermittent fasting, haven't we? Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Intermittent fasting is more than just a diet. It's a lifestyle shift that could potentially transform your path to weight loss. It's not about simply reducing calories, it's about when you eat. By incorporating periods of eating and fasting, you're not just working towards weight loss, but also potentially improving your overall health. We've delved into the different methods of intermittent fasting, each with their own unique benefits and challenges. Whether it's the 16-8 method, the 5-2 diet, eat, stop, eat, alternate day fasting, or the warrior diet, there's a method out there that could suit your lifestyle and goals. The science behind intermittent fasting is fascinating, isn't it? The way it can affect our hormones, including changes in nervous system activity and levels of crucial hormones like insulin and human growth hormone, is nothing short of remarkable. And while short-term fasting may increase fat burning, we also acknowledge the need for more research to investigate the long-term effects. We also addressed who should consider intermittent fasting. It's important to remember that while this approach may work wonders for some, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Consulting with a healthcare professional is always a wise step before embarking on any significant lifestyle change. Now it's time for you to reflect on your own weight loss journey. Could intermittent fasting be the missing puzzle piece in your path towards a healthier you? Is it the approach that aligns best with your lifestyle, schedule, and personal health goals? How would your life change if you could lose weight more effectively? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more enlightening videos.